Hi friends, it's Blaire, the Love Guru from loveguru.net and datingtipsfordudes.com. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to pick the best of the best as your life partner. Now, I know this might sound a little surface level kind of advice, like how do I pick the best of the best? Well, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with wanting the best person for you as your life partner. And I kind of want to share like a couple different scenarios with you to kind of share with you this point. There's two different ways to go about dating. Now, most singles go about dating by living in scarcity. There's not a lot of men or there's not a lot of women around for you to pick from. Maybe you stop going out as much. Maybe you just are not in this environment that you're meeting lots of good guys or lots of good women. And then you go into this kind of this scarcity mode that you're not meeting anyone, you're not finding anyone good. What are you going to do? And then what happens is all of a sudden you happen to meet someone that seems like good or the best that you've met so far, and right away you commit to that person. Right away you're in a relationship with that person. Right away you're swept up. Right away you're having fairy tales. This is the one. And I could speak about this because I have done this so many times. I love getting in my fairy tale world. That's just part of who I am. But so this is the life that you kind of live. Like, you're not meeting anybody, you don't feel like you're going out enough or at all, you're not meeting anybody, and then somebody comes along, you think they're great, you're committed right off the bat, it's intense, you're in a committed relationship, done. Then there's the other way of dating, which is more of the abundant way of dating. And this is how, basically what you do is you attract lots of men or lots of women to you, so you are constantly in that field of choosing. You're constantly in that field of, like, say, interviewing who's the best life partner for you. You're out there having fun, you're dating, or you're just kind of talking to a lot of people of the opposite sex. You're just living it up. And my feeling, and from my experience of being in that scarcity mode and then now being in this abundance mode, it's more enjoyable to be in this abundance mode because now I'm kind of more chill about who is my life partner. Before, a lot of you guys know about my website that was up several years ago, marryblaire.com. You could go to that website if you're not familiar with it. You could go read about it. Will you marry me? Marry Blaire, Blaire with an E at the end, .com. And you can read about my story. And when that website was up, I was definitely in that scarcity mode. I needed to get married. I wanted to get married. I wanted to find my life partner. There was this urgency. There was this feeling that time was running out. I wasn't meeting anybody good. And look what happened. I put up a website. I went crazy. I put up a website and shared it with the whole world. But that website was actually such a blessing. I'm just joking about that. But now I'm attracting lots of men to me. I'm constantly talking to different guys. I'm constantly going on dates with different guys. And just kind of seeing who's the best partner for me because I want the best of the best. And when singles come to me and they're saying, I'm not meeting anybody, I want to meet somebody, where do I go? I'm not going out enough. And I'm thinking, like, if this is coming from a guy or even a girl, I'm like, you know what, this person's attractive, they have a lot of good traits, whatever, but I feel a little bit sad because I would not personally want to be dating that person because they're just jumping on the first good thing that they see. Let's compare this to an example of, like, say a person's hungry. Say you're a starving person, you're homeless, and you don't know when your next food's going to come, and you're just walking around, you're so hungry. And it's kind of like, feed me, feed me, feed me. Then all of a sudden you see whatever, maybe some food on the road, and you're like, oh, this is the best thing, I'm going to grab it, I'm going to eat it, oh, it's so good, whatever. It's the first thing that you see that's like something decent that right away you're like all about it. So that's living in that scarcity mode, of like being a single person, not really having options at all, not attracting lots of men or women. The first thing that comes, you're attacking it because you're so hungry. You're having stomach pains. You know, that's the same thing, a single person, like so hungry for attention, for affection, for that, that intimacy. Whereas the abundant person, you know, let's have this other story of like, here's this person that is a queen or a king, and you're always eating this feast. It's always like tons of food, delicious food by gourmet chefs, and everything's just so tasty and delicious. So you're always filled, you're always full, you're always tasting delicious food, you're always satisfied. So you are more patient, you're more open to all the different possibilities that's out there. You're going to take your time to really, you know, when you finally try a delicious meal, you know, let's say it's a delicious ice cream sundae, you know, when you kind of commit to that ice cream sundae, then it's really going to be the real deal. It's going to be really wonderful because you've had all these other substandard desserts to compare it to. I hope that makes sense. And really what I work with my students to do is I teach them how to move out of that scarcity zone into the abundance zone, that you're really attracting men and women to you all the time. So you have, you know, the top of the crop, or whatever the saying is. You know, you have your choice of who is going to be the best partner for me. And you are patient with it because you have faith, you know how it goes, you have all these choices, you're going to take your time picking the best partner for you. And really that's the stage that I'm at in my personal life. I love all the men around me, I'm flirting with them, I'm getting to know them, I'm taking my time to see who is the best partner for me. Right now, there's no one that's the best partner for me, so I'm not committing to any of these guys, I'm not really spending a lot of my time with any of these guys, you know, let's not bother. And I'm just in this patient zone because I'm constantly filled up with this attention, with this affection from all these men that are around me. So next, usually the question is like, okay, well, if you're living this scarcity mode, how do you move to the abundance zone? And really what I would suggest is that go to my website, loveguru.net, and check out these two different products and see which one you like the best, or maybe you want to get both of them. It's called The Love Guru's Best Kept Dating Secrets to Attract the One. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not what it's called. It's The Best Kept Dating Secrets to Meet Men Everywhere You Go. Something like that. You'll find it. It's How to Meet Men Everywhere You Go and Attract the One. It's like a long title. Now, and also the other one is Prepare Yourself for Love, which is definitely like where you start and learn the foundation of what I teach on how to be attracting all these men or all these women to you. Now, these products are good for men or for women. I know in the title of one of them it says How to Meet Men Everywhere You Go and Attract the One. Just substitute woman for the man. It's the same thing. I'm teaching spiritual principles. I'm teaching practical tips. These things work for everybody, whether you're male or female, heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, whatever. It works for everybody. So that's loveguru.net. And until we speak again, I wish you the best in love. Bye-bye.